Hello friends, welcome to Pawan Soft channel. In this tutorial we will see how to write the singleton class and how to use the synchronized keyword at block level and what is the double check, right? And if you didn't watch my previous video like singleton class of eager initialization, singleton class of lazy initialization, and singleton class and which is thread shape, and how to use the synchronized keyword at method level, right? If you didn't watch previous video all three, and please go and watch. There I have explained step by step from scratch, correct? And in this video let's create the class and we'll see how to use the synchronized keyword at block level and what is the double check environment, right? Double checking. So let's create the how to use the synchronized keyword at block level, right? So singleton synchronized block. I've written class name singleton synchronized block, right? So let's finish. And to write the singleton class, in first point what I have to do, I have to write the private static, if you see, variable, and in second step I have to write private constructor, and in third step you have to write public static method, right? To write the singleton class, first we have to follow these three steps. You have to remember this one, these three steps, right? So let's create the first point, private static singleton, right? Singleton of create the variable static public static variable of type class type side. So class name is singleton synchronized block, right? And give the instance name. So I have given instance, name is instance only, so you can write anything as you means based on your real-time environment, based on your real-time task, you can say, or so you can use your different name based on your current environment. So in second step I have to write private singleton block, singleton synchronized block, right? This is the class name, this is constructor. And in third step to write the public static and return type, and return type is class type, and then method name is instance, right? And instance, and here you have to check, right? If instance equal to null, if instance is null, then instance create the object of this class, right? And then return the instance. So now this is the singleton class is ready, right? But this is not thread shape, right? In this video we'll see how to use the synchronized keyword, means to restrict the user, to restrict the thread, multiple thread, right? You can use the synchronized keyword. So what is the use? See, if first thread came and trying to access this method, right? So first thread is accessing this method, and first thread control came here, right? We'll check, my first thread will check if my instance is null. If instance is null, then control will come here, right? And first thread is trying to create the object. Meanwhile, second thread came, and second thread check if instance is null. So second thread also come inside this block, and first thread is still trying to create the object, right? And second thread also came. So first thread will create the class object, and second thread also will create this class object, right? So in multi-thread environment, there may be chance of the create the multiple thread, right? So this is not thread safe. To make this method as thread safe, you have to use synchronized keyword, right? So this synchronized keyword you can use at method level and block level also, right? In last video we've seen how to use the synchronized keyword at method level, and right, and this video will see how to use the synchronized keyword at block level, correct? So let's see synchronized keyword, right? Synchronized and this is the class level log, right? And this is the synchronized block, right? And in this video also we'll see what is the double check, right? So this is the synchronized. So in last video we've seen how to use the synchronized keyword at method level, and in this video we'll see how to use the synchronized keyword at block level, right? So this is the synchronized block. So if suppose, let's see the first double check. What is the double check? If instance equal to null, then right. So double check is what? This is here we are checking, right? Instance is null. If instance is null, then this is the synchronized block, and again we are checking the instance. If instance is null, then create the object, right? Then create the object. So this is the first check and this is the second check. We are checking the two times. So this is the double check, correct? And if you see here we have 10,000 line, right? And here also we have 10,000 line. If you have 10,000 or 10,000 and here 10,000, 20,000, total is 20,000. If you have 20,000 line, so what will happen in multi-thread environment. First thread will come and will access this method, right? So first thread will come inside this method and will execute the 1000 line of the code, and first thread will check if instance is null. If instance is null, so first thread will enter inside, will execute this synchronized block, right? And again will check if null, then it will create the object by first thread. Meanwhile second thread will execute this 1000 line, right? But second thread will not execute this synchronized block. Means first thread will complete this synchronized block, then only second thread will execute. Means first thread is trying to trying to create this instance block, trying to create this object, right? So mean that time first thread will wait here, right? Means first thread will not execute this line. First thread will execute this line, and second thread will not execute this synchronized block, right? And first thread is completed this synchronized block, and this will and then first thread will execute this 10,000. Then meanwhile second thread will come and second thread will execute this synchronized block, and second thread will check if instance is not null, right? This instance is already created by first thread, so second thread this condition is false. So this here itself if instance is not null, so from here itself condition will false and it will execute this 10,000, right? And again third thread will come and third thread will execute this 10,000 line of the code, and third thread will check if instance is not null. Then if condition not null means condition is false, so will return the existing object only, right? Here. And third thread will execute this 10,000, right? Means in this case no required to get the multi-thread, right? So this is the good programming practice in the multi-thread environment. If you have more than one line, if you have few line of the code, few line of risky code, then don't go and use the synchronized keyword at method level. And if you have requirement to restrict the whole method, like in ticket booking, right? In ticket booking, if you see in ticket booking, first user came and first user is trying to book the ticket, right? If first user is trying to book the ticket, if first thread is booked, then only second user user can book the ticket, right? In that case we can use the synchronized keyword at method level, right? If you have few line of the code, so in that case you go for synchronized block, not for synchronized method, right? And let's see the client code, how to call this synchronized singleton method, right? Client code. Let's create the main method and singleton instance 1 singleton synchronized block dot get instance, right? This is second instance and this is third instance. Then create the instance 1, this is instance 2, you see in every request it will return the same object. Let's run the class in CPC. In every request it is returning the same object, right? So this is the singleton class, how to write the singleton class and how to use the synchronized keyword at block level and what is the double check, right? And please go and watch my previous video, right? Singleton class of eager initialization, lazy initialization, and how to use the synchronized keyword at method level, and this is the how to use the synchronized keyword at block level, right? And this is the lazy type, right? If you see, this is when we are calling, right? When user when send the request, right? When send the request and we will call the get instance method, then only this singleton class object will create and will return, right? So this is the good programming practice. If you have in multi-thread environment, if you have few line of the code risky, is risky, then you use synchronized keyword at block level. And if you have whole method to restrict the whole method by multi-thread, in that case you can use the synchronized keyword at method level, right? So based on the requirement you can write your singleton class. So if you really learn something from this video, please like and subscribe my channel, Pawan Soft channel. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in next video. Thanks.